Hey family, what's good? This is your girl, I am the Bronze Goddess, and I'm actually here today to do another strawberry letter. If you enjoyed these types of Christian love and relationship advice videos, be sure to subscribe to my channel. And also, if you're already a subscriber, be sure to hit that little bell icon right next to the subscribe button. That's how you'll be notified whenever I upload a video. You don't want to miss one of these videos, so you definitely want to do that. And if you want to support the channel, be sure to pick up one of my books. My first book is called The Dating Game: How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right, and my second book was released in August, and it's called Breaking the Man Code: The Key to Unlocking His Heart. Both of my books can be purchased on Amazon.com, Kindle, and you can also get it from BarnesandNoble.com. So be sure to help support the movement that we have going on here by buying one of the books either for yourself or gifting it to a single girlfriend or somebody that you know. Without any further ado, let's get started with today's video. Let's go get 'em. I'm 26 years of age. I've been married to my husband for about 3 years now. We are both Christian, and I was a virgin when we got married. First, let me start off by saying our marriage started off on the wrong foot. We were only married for a few months when I got a really bad gut feeling that something was going wrong and that my husband was doing something that he wasn't supposed to be doing. So one day when he got in the shower, I went through his phone and discovered that he had been sending pictures of his privates to another woman, and she had been sending him nudes. Prior to that, I went to his Twitter and saw direct messages between him and a high school female friend, and he was complaining about how we were so different sexually and how he's pretty much not satisfied. It really broke my heart because he knew I was a virgin when we got married, and at the time we were only married for a few months. My heart was shattered. So fast forward back to the day I went through his phone, I was so mad that I wanted to leave the house to cool off. So when I came back, I confronted him about it, and that night he started crying and pretty much blamed me for his actions. He said that I speak to him like he's a little boy. He promised me that it would never happen, he'd never do it again. And since that day, it plays over and over in my mind. He never tells me how he feels about me, he never compliments me. I feel like he's not in love with me, and he still behaves like he's single. I have no access to his accounts, I don't have the password to his phone. Girl, what? What? I don't know how much his checks be. He makes decisions on his own without even asking me. Fast forward, we now have a 5-month-old son, and since February 2016 until now, we haven't had any intercourse. My husband haven't even touched me. No kissing, no cuddling, nothing at all. When we are sleeping in the same bed, he turns the other way and just falls asleep. Oh, and I forgot to mention, my husband is a phone addict. He is on his phone most of the time he's home. He doesn't even look my way when I walk past. I have the same gut feeling that I had before. I feel like he's cheating on me. It's so many issues that we have, but I try to talk to him about it. He never wants to hear what I have to say. My feelings are being dismissed. I don't know what to do. I feel like I want to leave. I can't remember any time in our marriage when I was genuinely happy. It's times when I'm so depressed, not doing so well, and he doesn't even care enough to ask what's wrong or even notice. What should I do? I really need help. I've prayed and I've cried, but nothing is changing. Please help. When you are married to someone and they are not being upfront with you, you have to do what you have to do. No, I'm not sitting here saying every woman should snoop, only when you've been given a reason to. And it's not snooping. It's like, I don't understand. If you're husband and wife, how are we sharing a marital bed, sharing a home, sharing bills, sharing all of this? We can't share the password to your phone. Like, no. If something happens to you, I'm your next of kin. If I'm that close to you, I should be allowed access to this. You only hide what needs hiding, what you are afraid of, what you are ashamed of, what you know is wrong. I feel like you are ignoring your woman's intuition, that small voice inside you that's telling you what's going on. You are ignoring it because you don't want to know the answer. Because just how you did before, how you felt like he wasn't telling you the truth and you went above and beyond while he was in the shower, you was checking his phone. While he had his Twitter open, you were in there checking his DMs. If you feel like there is a reason, people always say it and it's so true. If you feel like your man is cheating, most likely he is. Don't dismiss that voice just because he apologized and said it would never happen again. The behavior is the same, so why wouldn't you think that he could be cheating again? First of all, your husband is so out of line for so many different reasons. Number one, he's denying you any sense of intimacy. You guys haven't had sex since last year sometime, since the time you conceived your child. That was like the last time, February of last year. You're telling me this man is rolling over every night and has no complaints about having no intimate relationship with his own wife? It's because he is most likely getting it someplace else, especially when you have said that because of your investigation, you see that he has discussed your sex life with other people. That is a big time no-no. That is none of anybody else's business. No ex-girlfriend, no ex-high school sweetheart, no one on the planet needs to know about your sex life with your husband. I feel like the reason why he's doing that was because he wanted to open the door to a sexual conversation. Every low-down dirty dog knows that you always try to turn the conversation sexual when that's just what you want. And that's one reason why I wanted to do your letter as well. As just a public service announcement to my young girls. If you are, especially my teenage ones or my girls, my dorm room divas who are in college, if you are talking to someone and the conversation is always about sex, clearly that's what's on his mind. If he's not trying to get to know you on a deeper level, that's how you can tell. Now, I'm not saying that clearly he finds you attractive. You can tell by the way he looks at you and all of that, and it's a little bit flirty. But when every single time you have a conversation with him, it's always about sex, that's what's on his mind. That's what he wants from you. The next words out of his mouth is going to be,
when can I come see you? Are you going to come see me?
And you'll know what it's about. Like, I feel like he kept that door open with his ex-girlfriend and with the high school sweetheart because he knew that he was gonna step out on you. Like the Maya Angelou quote goes, sometimes we're blind because we wanna be. You don't wanna know, so you're just gonna take him at his word, feeling that it's suspicious, seeing him falling back into the same old behavior as he did before when he was cheating, addicted to his phone. Who do you think he's talking to? He's not talking to his job. He's not talking to some homeboy late at night. You're like sitting right there while you see him carrying on a relationship with somebody else. Because who is he talking to? What is he hiding? You know that he's cheating. And the sad part is, if he were more patient and if he had a better connection with God, the marriage bed is undefiled. There's a lot that you can do. And I'm keeping this clean and PG because that's who I am. Me keeping it cute and me keeping it classy. And but y'all could have had fun experimenting and learning things. It's like there's so many things that he could teach you if he had the better mentality about it. You guys could explore and everything would be new and it'd be the first time. Like, it's all about his perspective on it. If he had looked at it in a better way, it could have been beautiful. That no other man has ever touched his wife and no other man has ever done this or done that. It could have been a beautiful thing. But instead, he wants you to be able to do all of this and he wants you to be able to do stuff that you don't even know exists. He wanted a more experienced wife, but that's not what he got. And that's on him. If he wanted that, he should have gotten that. He's carrying on these conversations with these other women to keep that sexual conversation going with them so that it wouldn't feel awkward when he just all of a sudden shows up at their job or all of a sudden shows up at their work. He's secretly courting someone. These late night phone conversations, not touching you because he doesn't want to cheat on her. All you have to do is get your phone records and see the phone number that's being called late at night and call that number if you wanted to go that far. He's lazy with the cheating. It's easy to catch him, but you have to actually do it. And of course, if adultery is proven, you have grounds for a divorce. You had the grounds for divorce before because if anything, he cheated in his heart. Sending pictures of his private parts to other women, allowing them to send nude pics to him as a married man, that's pretty close to cheating right there. What are you doing that for? Carrying on sexual conversations with other women, talking about what his wife will and won't do and how she's inexperienced, all of that is inappropriate. If you had done any of that, if you had done a tenth of that, he would be out the door. I definitely suggest that you pray and ask God to reveal to you unmistakably if he's cheating, but I feel like you already know the answer. But you can't be afraid to find out. You need to sit down and pray to God and come up with a plan. If he is in fact cheating, this is what I'm going to do. Don't just like sit around and wait for it to be obvious, wait for the girl to show up, wait for somebody to call you. If you see something, say something. This is not the kind of man that's going to confess to infidelity. You're going to have to expose him if that's what you want to do. And you can't be afraid about that. Don't be in a loveless marriage for the sake of your 5-month-old son, because in the future your son is going to appreciate the fact that his mother was happy. She did what she had to do to be happy. Staying in a loveless, sexless marriage for the sake of the children, you don't have to be a martyr to be a mother. So if you want to hear more love and relationship advice from your girl, be sure to check out one of my books, The Dating Game, How to Find Yourself While Looking for Mr. Right, and my second book is Breaking the Man Code, The Key to Unlocking His Heart. And of course, you can always go through my Strawberry Letter playlist. If this is your very first video from me, I have done over 200 of these types of videos with different letters that were sent to me from women wanting my 2 cents on their love life, relationship, and all of that. So be sure to check out that playlist. I'll be sure to link it below. I love you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Till next time. Later, divas and dudes. Jesus, honey. This letter should also serve as a cautionary tale. If you're in a situation where you feel like somebody is cheating, and especially if they've become so attached to their phone like the writer of the letter, it's your responsibility to see exactly what's going on there. What is he hiding? If you reach for his phone and he's on some,
Oh no, baby, what is you doing?
you need to be like, no, give me this doggone phone. Doesn't matter what I'm doing. Whether I'm checking Facebook or Twitter or checking your Facebook or your Twitter, what do you have to hide? You should be an open book, especially if you've committed your life to someone. You stood in front of God, your family, your friends, and everyone and committed your life to me. One of the things that you give up in a marriage is the right to a certain degree of privacy.